This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
How's it going tonight, guys?
I was doing fine, but now I'm jealous I don't have a cat. You just got to look at my ugly mug.
Hit up your local humane society. They'll be happy to give you a cat. We got lots.
But haven't you ever had a child that says, I want an animal and I'll take care of it? And then you get an animal and guess who ends up taking care of it?
You. Yeah, every freaking time.
Yeah.
You want a cat?
The golden age pet rule, I think, is if you're the adult, it's yours.
Yeah, it's the unspoken contract.
That's how it is with all things involving adults, though.
That's true. It's true.
Like anything that's bought, well, this is your problem now.
Yeah.
So good
anything that's a burden is yours. That's the rule.
Yeah, it comes out with the contract. It's like baby, placenta, contract.
Didn't even have to sign it. You signed it away with your.
Oh, you signed it.
Yeah, the boys signed it. The little swimmers.
Got the T's and the I's very nicely.
Well, maybe you didn't. Maybe somebody else signed it and you just got stuck with it. Who knows?
Oh, God.
Me, I just winded up doing the shortcut. I just become a stepfather. So.
Oh, yeah. Same. You took the easy road.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I got 4, so.
I'm a stepfather to 4 kids too. So.
It's fun.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but they're also older though too. Like, the one that we have a 20-year-old that still lives with us. So, and then we also have 2 that moved out, and then we have the 11-year-old. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
And he came with a house, so.
Right, exactly.
He was just in the basement when we moved in, and we figured we might as well keep him.
He's in there with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
It's like the cat that just starts coming by, and you're like, well, I guess I got to feed it now.
Right.
Well, honestly, guys, we didn't have any plans for what to do. I was just like, all right, we'll just bullshit for a while. We'll see what happens.
Sounds good.
There's a lot of movie shit coming out, or anything people are interested in. Like, I just saw the Thunderbolts trailer today. I don't know if anybody else saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, you usually are watching it the day of.
Just the trailer, not the movie, because that takes money.
Yeah.
That's right. You got to put that 11-year-old. Oh, that's not yours. Well, you can put his 11-year-old to work for you, so then you can go.
No, remember, it's not illegal until you get caught for child labor laws. So.
What are those? I thought we still lived in a time where kids had to do. You know what?
No, it was illegal.
Kids have to do their part.
Just because they're working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, it doesn't mean I can't call it chores.
Could it be like community service or volunteer work?
If you put it on a grid on the refrigerator, it's all legal.
There you go. Completely agree.
Dad, why is Pad my resume on the fridge?
On the fridge,
right.
Exactly.
It's a chore. It's your weekly chore.
Does windows, does dishes,
That's right.
Cleans
Takes care of the basement. Yeah.
I can see, Dad, when do I get paid? Your dinner is your payment.
All right, I forgot. Didn't you get a new outfit last week? Sounds like payment to me.
That's right.
Hey, remember that time? How old are you? 8? Remember that time 8 years ago when you popped out? You're welcome.
Payments due. Those student loans can't be deferred forever.
Not looking forward to that. Oh, God.
Yeah, you want to go for the deferment plan? We'll come into my office. Let's go have a talk.
I don't know if you guys care about this, but I saw there Tom Hiddleston is going to be in Labyrinth.
Oh, and the
Did
new
you,
one?
I
did you
did
see
see
that?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
like, what's up with that?
I mean,
Is it
Tom
Labyrinth 2? I don't even know. I just saw like a blurb and I saw a picture of him in some kind of sequin thing.
Hmm.
Dance Magic Dance.
It could
Yeah.
be. Let me see. I'm looking it up just to.
Yeah, I think
Make
I
sure.
saw the blurb too. It's just like scrolling through Facebook. They have the
Yeah.
picture of him. But honestly, like when I thought about it, I was like, I think that Hiddleston would have the personality for that.
You think? I don't know. Well, I mean, he is very good.
Yeah,
But
he's
for
could be
this, I don't
flamboyant.
know.
Like
Maybe.
he could be flamboyant, David Bowie.
I mean, come on. Did you see him with that whole entire deal where he's lip syncing and he's dressed up in drag? I think that he can pull it off.
Okay. I haven't seen that. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
that
seen
was
that
actually
either.
pretty funny. Whenever they were doing like the lip syncing thing, and he ended up lip syncing to Rihanna's Umbrella.
What, was it on a show or something? Or
Yeah.
just,
Was that
or
lip sync
just did,
battle?
he just did it at his house for fun? Or
No, that's what he does when he's not playing Spider-Man, when they're trying to get him roles, when he's not spoiling shit. So yeah.
so
Oh no,
he-
that's Tom Holland. He's talking about Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, Tom
Never
Hiddleston.
mind,
Yeah.
wrong Tom,
Oh,
I'm
different
sorry.
one then. Okay, wrong Tom. I was
mean,
thinking for a second maybe he was going to do Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and he got Labyrinth. I don't know.
I feel like I'm on the set with them right now, just like how there's like two different Chris's. Whenever there's Chris
Right.
Pratt and then Chris Evans, and then you also have them on the set. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, wrong Chris. I'm sorry, didn't mean for that to happen. But Tom Hiddleston, yeah, I could see him playing that role for Labyrinth. Then
Okay. I couldn't see it whenever I saw the blurb. And then my wife said, "Do you know Tom Hiddleston's in Labyrinth?" And I'm like, "I think I saw something about that, but I didn't believe it." She was like, "Really?" And I go, "Well, I don't know. He's kind of tall."
What'd you say, Jay?
Thespians will Thesbin.
Oh, that's good.
Thesby away.
Yes, Thesby away. Do your thing. I mean, he loves a nice long attire, coat, cape.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We all thought that that Heath Ledger would be terrible as Joker, and then here we are basing other Jokers off of him now.
True.
I don't know. Whenever I
You
first
know?
seen like the Dark Knight poster with him with that Tommy gun and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, he looks total badass with that. I can't wait to see it. Like that was my first reaction to it, was just seeing the poster up in the theater, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold on the look. Now I just need to see how it's actually represented from the poster over to the screen, and I loved it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I had the same reaction as most of America. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! No way!"
Such a pretty boy.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He ain't gonna be doing that.
And then Psychosis set in.
Well, rest in power, my friend. Rest in power.
Thanks.
Mm.
What
I
are you
decided
doing?
to try this thing,
What are you
and it's
drinking?
pretty
Jay?
terrible.
Oh, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Was that
Like,
It was-
what do you got, Jay?
I got Red's hard apple cider.
Oh, okay.
Pretty decent steps.
I thought that was like a Dusty Bartles and James or something going on.
Oh God.
I got a
It's been quite a
bad
while since I've been Jade. Jade indeed.
Yeah, I just decided to try this, and I have regrets.
Oh, not as tasty as you thought it would be.
No, I mean it's not. It's not bubbly, so it's kind of like seltzer without the bubbles. So it's like flavored water.
It's like really old seltzer.
Yeah, like they left it out for a while, and I don't like seltzer, so I was looking all over the can first, like, is this seltzer? Is it not seltzer? I don't want fucking seltzer. And it says it's pineapple starfruit, and apparently by pineapple starfruit they just meant they called water on the phone and was like pineapple starfruit, and that's the amount of flavor that they added into it.
I think that's called after party. It's whatever you pick up while you're walking around cleaning up.
Terrible.
All this flat stuff with cigarette butts in it.
Ugh.
I think everybody's done that at some point where they just took a sip of a drink and they were like, "Oh, what?" Someone put their cigarette out on
I swear this was mine.
It was. Still could be.
Womp womp. Hello, womp womp. Oh god.
Well, what have you
Miller
guys
Lite
been?
and cool cigarette.
What have you? Are you drinking anything, Bob?
I got water.
Yeah, hot shit.
Being responsible.
It's even cheap water. So
Same.
there's
I
such
got
a thing as
Nigeria.
cheap water.
I went with Tape. I mean, tap tap water. I was trying to make it fancy.
This is probably actually even cheaper than tap water. To be honest.
There's a step down from tap. Is that like going out back
That's
and like
right.
filling it up in the creek?
Is it
Yeah.
Pure Life or what?
It's pure. It's Pure Life, exactly.
I
Isn't
thought
that the
Niger-
cheapest, almost the cheapest you can get, isn't it?
To be honest with you, I thought Nigeria would be the one that's actually below, would actually be the one below that one. But
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling pretty good now that
Let's see what this says. It says straight from the taps of Detroit.
No wonder it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, you could just go great value.
That's right. I agree.
Straight
This
from
is,
the motor
well,
city
this is
itself.
almost, this is not quite great value. I believe this is the runoff from all the Nestle factory sludge. Pure Life's owned by Nestle, so
There was a commercial I remember seeing. They were talking about like, oh, you like your French water, and there's like a bunch of bottles behind some bar in an alley, and dude's got like his hose in France, like filling the bottles with water. Fancy French water.
Enjoy your Perrier.
Enjoy your Perrier.
yeah. And then there's a guy
Beer.
eating star fruit, spitting into him.
Well, that makes me glad that I finished that because I probably wouldn't have been able to drink it anymore after
Yeah,
that comment.
that's right.
'Cause I'd be thinking about some dude like Hawk Tua
Yeah,
in, the-
exactly.
in my can.
You wish you had the Haktui in your water.
Probably be more flavor.
Yeah.
Oh god. That from the deep south.
Someone's deep south.
Oh god. Nope. Take it back.
You did this to yourself, sir.
Fair enough. Bring it on. Ugh.
I think John's in
What have
shock.
you guys been playing lately? Like games or any
I
movies
just
you're
picked
looking
up
forward to?
on let's see here. I ended up beating Ghost of Tsushima recently. I've also played Detroit Become Human. I'm playing that right now just to test it out. I heard it was good. Yeah.
All right.
And
I got that for free on like the PS Plus week one
Yeah.
time. It's sitting in my library, but I haven't done a lot with it yet.
yeah, this is my first time picking it up since I downloaded it from the PlayStation as well. So I'm like, okay, well, I beat Ghost of Tsushima. There's something for me to do, so I'll just go ahead and check this out. Even though I got bored with Dead by Daylight, so
Yeah, I beat that one and I was done. After
But
that.
storyline not hidden? Or is it just
Oh no, no. I was thinking of something else. Not Dead by Daylight. Never mind.
I'm only playing Fortnite, and there's only so much you can really do besides shoot. More.
How much you shooting?
I'm shooting a lot of loads. Loading a lot
I told my
of
wife the other night, I said, you know what? You should be proud of me. She goes, why? I said, I did a lot while you were putting our son to bed. She goes, why? Well, I just got done saving a village from burning to death. I helped out this nice little Japanese woman from getting killed from this other Japanese samurai. And I also ended up playing, after that, I ended up playing GTA, and I ended up getting some money for rent. I ended up doing some cocaine, and I also went on ahead and and beat up somebody for money. So, you're welcome. She just looked at me and she said, I'm disappointed in you. I'm like, well, I'm proud of myself. You should be happy.
I mean, half behavior, half deviant. I mean, I think it balances out pretty well.
Right. I think so too. I was just trying to do what was best for the family, but I guess, like me, right?
I guess there's no appreciation in this house.
Can't
Right.
win 'em all.
You
Nope.
didn't realize your wife was from the video game world, and all that happens for real in her life.
That's true. Especially her being a teacher and everything. So yeah, I guess she has me beat on that. So
What about you, Bob? You playing anything?
No, I wish I was, to be honest with you. I was going to make a joke and say all I'm playing is Royal Match, but I don't even play that, which is a stupid phone game that everybody has the stupid ads on.
That's right. Save the king.
Yeah, I got to save King Robert. God forbid. He's a king. He can't get out of this situation. Fuck him. That's what I say.
Literally, very Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
All the Kingsmen need to save him. That seems like
You mentioning Humpty Dumpty. Have y'all seen? There's a comic that I keep passing. That's like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty fell out the wall. He's like, and thus released Cthulhu from his throat, and he took over all the thing. And then it talks about like, oh, and he took over the kingdom, and no humans were left at the end of it. And then at the end, it cuts to like this monster alien with her monster baby in the bed next to her, and she has like the storybook open, and is like, oh, he's asleep. Like it released the demon. It's so funny.
Took a dark turn.
yeah, that's why it was hysterical. I'm about to find it and send it.
Oh god.
Hold on a second. I have a dog who's trying to destroy my door.
No. Yeah, that happens.
Wow. That's good. It's your dog, just so you know.
Really?
Oh yeah. He knows it's his dog. This one he knows about. Actually, the dog picked him.
Oh, the dog picked him?
Oh yes, the dog picked him. Isn't that right? Rufus picked you.
Oh yeah. He follows me around. Look, and here he is. He refuses to he has to be around me at all times. Like we picked him up at the Richmond Animal Care Control, and we picked 2 dogs to look at, and he was the first one that came in. They put you in that little room so you can spend time with them or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the first thing that Rufus does is he jumps up onto me and he puts his paws on my shoulder like he's hugging me and leans in. And I was like, do you train them to do this? Because this is the one. And that was it. And then Rufus to Jeff came around. And now he never leaves me alone.
Yeah, you're his emotional support human.
I'm his emotional support human 100%.
Well, no wonder he's banging on the door. What are you doing?
Yeah. He has to sleep in my room with me. And then it's one of those, like, at the end of the day, you take your shirt off and just chuck it near the basket or whatever. And he's like, oh, well, I got to sleep in this shit. Nestle up in the shirt, nestle up in the pants, whatever. He don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right, whenever they get them down on New Year's Eve and let them watch the commercial with all the dogs, like, you see, this is actually the tough life that you once had. Now, don't you have it good? You can get to lay on my dirty shirt.
Mm-hmm. He picks it. Like I had a blanket at the bottom of my closet, and it's one of those closets that like you can close in, and it has its own little nook or whatever. And he went in there to sleep, and he like nested and kind of made it into a circle. And then I look at it, I'm like, all right, well, I'm just not going to pick it up. You can sleep there if you want. And so I threw another blanket in there. And so now he's got like this nest in my closet where he sleeps now underneath all my clothes. He's just like, this is where I live now.
Sure he's a dog on patrol?
He can be whatever he wants to be. He's my handsome boy.
Oh.
He can do whatever he wants to do. Okay. He wants to be a troll. He could be the best, cutest troll.
Oh.
Or a hobbit.
Whatever.
Right. But are you guys excited for Venom or anything? The new, because
yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Like for me, I feel like I'm in a bad relationship with Sony. It's like, look, I've already. It's like, look, I already got fooled once. No. I got fooled twice because once for Morbius, and then there was also the other time for Venom 2 because it felt like an SNL skit through the whole entire movie. Then by the time you get down to the climax of it and stuff like that, I'm like, I don't care about these characters fighting anymore. There was no lead up to the fight. There was no beef between the two of them or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm just done. And then all of a sudden, oh, we're gonna do Venom Last Dance. I'm like, that's a stupid fucking title. But
the only saving grace is they're bringing Noel into the picture, and they're saying
right,
that Noel
that's
not
something
going to be a one shot. He's going to be around for at least 1 to 3 films, hopefully.
That's one thing I'm kind of hopeful for, but I'm like, do I really want to go back in this bad relationship that I was in with you for like last? I'm like,
I guess it depends because I mean, yeah, they've really butchered the whole story from the comics to the scene,
right.
so.
But I
Yeah.
definitely like the first Venom movie. The first one was one of my favorites.
The best thing about the first Venom movie was the Eminem song that came out of it. I liked that. But I liked Morbius better than I liked either of the Venom movies.
That's
And
pretty
so-
bad.
Can you hum a few bars of that? I can't remember what that song was.
Venom, Venom.
Venom.
I gotta go. You know what? Hit 'em.
Okay.
Glad I could help, buddy.
Now I remember.
I do the backup vocals, and you can just do the vocals.
I feel
It's
like you
like-
did that on purpose, you son of a bitch.
Now
Oh,
the Morbius thing though, I was hoping for more out of that. I liked the Morbius thing, and then it was.
I think
It
it
was
started off
okay.
well, but again, when like every time one of these Marvel films comes out, especially from like the Phase 1 series, like all the villains were carbon copies of the hero for the most part. And
It's like
again,
the whole first seasons of The Flash. First like 4 seasons.
yeah,
There's someone faster than Barry? Whoa!
but isn't that always the thing with the Flash? I mean, it's always a speed thing. It's never somebody who outthinks him until it's the thinker, and then they
There
were
are
like,
powers that beat
"Let's go
speed
drop
other than
off."
more speed. Do something.
For instance, Eminem's rapping skills could beat. I was hoping you'd jump into it, Kevin.
He has mom spaghetti. His palms are sweaty.
I mean, he'll rap about he'll rap about anything you throw at him. Anything.
I mean, that's like, it just reminds me of high school, showing my age, but fucking, yeah, he's fine. He's good. I like his shit. He raps like, he good. He good.
Yeah, I feel like
I like it.
he's evolved.
He has, well, like, I mean, the fact that he was still coming out with shit, and the video was really good too, actually.
Yeah, I like the music video for it too, as well.
Yeah, it was fun.
And even with the death of Slim Shady was actually really good for the album that he just dropped though too. I definitely enjoyed listening to it, and I had been like, well, did I really enjoy it as much as the next thing you know what? I'm re-listening to all the songs again just to make sure that I liked it.
Yet.
What's that?
I haven't heard that yet, but I'm not like super music, like knowing all the things. I'm not good at that, but if I hear a song that I know or I like it, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Who sang that song? I don't know. What's the name of that song? I don't know. I can sing it though.
My wife's like, I'm like that with country music. My wife, and I'm not a big country person. I was like, my wife's like this. She goes, "Have you heard the song?" I said, "Yeah, I heard it." Just so that way she didn't have to go in and tell me that, so that way I don't have to listen to it. But she lets me listen to it anyways. But and she goes, "Did you hear this?" I said, "Yeah, I heard this before," and which is true. There was like one song that I've heard that was a country song, and I'm like, "Yeah, I heard this. I just didn't know that was the artist." And then she goes to the next one. I'm like, "Okay, it was fun the first time."
Good old Maui.
You're saying Beyonce's not country? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Well, the 1-star
say it
review
isn't
on
so.
iTunes says it all.
I was telling somebody the other day, like, I mean, not that I really listen to the radio, but I probably would listen to a station if it was literally anything. Like, like if it was a radio station that was like, oh, they played some rock, and now they're playing, heavy metal, but now they just played a country song, and now they're playing gangster rap. Like they don't fucking care. They literally put it on everything in the world in a list, and then they play it straight through. Oh, like now they're playing Beethoven. Who fucking knows what's coming out next in this radio station?
It's called Shuffle.
Yeah, exactly. Shuffle FM.
Shuffle FM. That could be a new format, actually. There you go.
Sounds like a new
They had Dave
GTA,
and something else.
sounds like a new GTA FM radio station that they picked up for satellite.
This sounds
It's called Schizo Radio. Hey, everybody.
Well, like because like I go to work and I work 10 fucking straight hours in the same place, and someone plays the radio behind me, and you hear the same song 3 times a day, if not more than that.
Heavy
And
rotation.
Please stop. Please, there are more than 3 songs.
They're being paid to play that song 3 times a day. They
Okay.
can't
Well, if
stop.
I was getting paid, I'd probably play the same shitty song. over and over
Taylor
again.
Swift is bought off every radio. No.
Well, I mean, we all know who she's voting for, so.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard.
Travis Kelsey?
She's voting for Elvis again.
Just,
Voting for Elvis again.
Oh,
I
well,
posted
good.
it on
okay.
our Twitter.
Yeah, that was.
I'm glad he's still in the race. I was worried because, I mean, it's getting to the point now, Hitler can't still be alive, so maybe Elvis is not either. So,
I don't know.
I mean, if they made it hidden this long, then they got to have some technology we don't know
it could
about.
be. It could just be a brain in a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, Walt
Yeah,
Disney.
100%. It could be Futurama, just a head on a robot body.
Exactly.
Oh, next one again.
No. Nixon doesn't need another term. Ever. Let's walk away from the tricky dick. Yeah, I said it.
We're gonna do because of global warming, it's gonna be called Lack of Watergate.
Ba-doom-pa.
Thank you. I'll be here a week. Please tip your waitress.
It's very dry.
Very dry. Very dry.
Goodness.
But what you said you were looking forward to the third one, the third Venom,
Yeah, why not?
right? I mean, what about you, Bob? I don't think I heard about. Have you seen any of the other ones?
Yeah, I've seen the other 2. I did, to be honest with you. I thought I'd seen something about a third one, but now that you mentioned it, I guess I did. I couldn't. It could have been a dream, kind of like Tom Hiddleston is in Labyrinth. But I thought they've been good. I mean, he's a pretty good. It's a pretty good action kind of thing. It certainly is not horrible, is my opinion at least. So.
No one's clicking your boner. Okay. A terrible running glad. But don't.
It's a joke that only I appreciate, but that's enough. That's enough.
Your
I just
boner.
have this banner thing on StreamYard, and it
Yeah,
said,
whenever you have it, you got to use it.
"This is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on screen." And so I just
Right.
changed it to
The
boner.
boner. There you go.
Every time we record, I show it, and I'm like, Jay, here you go.
Nothing happens.
I'm not clicking your boner.
I did it for you. I did it off camera, and guess what?
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Oh.
As I expect that it would happen. Nothing.
You did it wrong. You
You have to click it more than once.
Please.
Never again. Never.
This is what we're gonna do with every guest now, Jay. We're
Bone
gonna
them.
see if they're gonna click boners.
We're not boning ourselves. You take it down a notch. About 20%.
I'm sorry, did we have quality control at some point? And I didn't know?
They'll never make it past the censors. Ugh.
Better make sure I don't become a producer on this show.
Oh no, am I getting fired? Is it gonna be the Ann J show?
Oh, geez. Well, let's hope not. I have no personality outside of everybody else. I'm just here for fun.
Our personality only works together.
Correct. It's a proper symbiosis. Yay! I made it relevant.
Well, that's actually what I did not like about Venom is it for some reason that made me think is like symbiosis, and then I'm like, one of us is Venom, and one of us is Eddie Brock, and then I was like, that's what I didn't like about Venom was how they treated his personality. How he was just like a comic relief to Eddie, as opposed to like, I don't know, a creature of his own accord. It's like it felt like the whole time he was just being silly and like, oh, I want to eat people, ha ha ha! It's so funny. I'm gonna eat his head, ha ha ha! It's so funny. Like, shut the fuck up! You're supposed to be like serious.
I mean, until he actually did it.
Yeah, but he's not. He still doesn't come off to me as a badass. He's just like, oh, I'm silly with lots of powers. He's like, who fucking like?
You sound like a cartoon cereal commercial.
They're great.
I mean, have you met Spider-Man? I mean, that's literally what they're trying to make Venom in the Sonyverse right now. They're trying to make him their Spider-Man.
Right. And I think that they should have done this. I think they should have went on ahead and started all their villains out first and then have Spider-Man come in and try to do cleanup, especially whenever you have, that whole, I figured that they would have to do a whole breakout at the lab, you know what I mean? And do like a whole Sinister Six type of thing, which would have been smart. But then of course, with that whole Andrew Garfield movie and stuff like that, they actually, everything that was in that movie, in that trailer, they cut out. Everything that was supposed to happen was misguided and misdirection. Had they kept that in there, it would have made more sense to go on ahead and make a Sinister Six movie and then have basically Spider-Man be like Pokemon Go and collect all these other villains and put them back over into the Sinister Six route. I think it would have been a better movie that way.
That's the funny thing, because when you think about Spider-Man No Way Home, you kind of already had a whole Sinister Six kind of thing happen now.
Right.
But Sony's still trying to build their Spider-Verse.
Lost legacy.
Let's be real. The Miles Morales films, Across the Spider-Verse, everything that's been animated has been far superior to what they've put out in live media.
I agree.
Stick with that. Or when Marvel is concluding this multiverse saga, maybe the animated Miles becomes the live action Miles, and our Tom Holland Spider-Man ends up in the Sonyverse, and things get better for Sony.
Well, from what I just heard, Kevin Feige is still in charge of Spider-Man. Still, they're doing that still, so that's a plus. So, and then they're also going to have Tom Holland come back and be Spider-Man again.
Yeah, I heard he's gonna, I think 3 more solo films and 3 ensemble films that he's supposed to be doing. So he's got another 6 under his belt, which I'm not mad at. I just know that 2 out of those ensemble films are going to be Doomsday and Secret Wars. So there's going to be a 3rd ensemble film that he's going to be a part of.
Right. The only thing I don't want, I'm just tired of the multiverse stuff. To the point.
Yes.
And I think that the way they did it in Deadpool was actually perfect, in my opinion. I think how you do this is you set this in the universe that Deadpool is in because there's already mutants in that universe. So therefore, that Earth can actually be the new way of where, okay, you get the X-Men, you have all these people already developed into that universe, the same Earth and everything that Deadpool's in. And that's the easiest way to actually go on ahead and build your universe out versus focusing in on like the 616 universe and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. I think that's how it would be easier to do.
All right. Kevin, your take?
I think that Sony just needs to cut their losses, sell Spider-Man for as much money as they possibly can, and just accept it and put their money into something else. Because granted, like Venom is probably making them some money, but it's not any sort of quality, like lasting legacy like Tom Holland Spider-Man is, you know, or like the MCU is. Like, granted, like you said, I'm sick of the multiverse stuff. Like ever since they did ever since that Spider-Man, I've kind of veered away from watching all the Marvel films. Like new ones come out, and I'm like, I'll catch it at some point. Like Loki season 2 came out, and I'm like, I'll catch it at
That's
some
how
point.
I feel about the TV shows, to be honest with you. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoopee fucking do. I don't care about it. But the only thing I do care about is Daredevil Born Again. That's like the only thing I care about right now, is that.
Can't
Yeah, Daredevil Born Again, I'm really hoping is going to be good. But I've been... Do what?
So I can't wait. It
What's
can't
that,
come soon enough. It needs to come now.
Yeah. But like I don't know, I've kind of stepped back from the Marvelverse. Like I still watch the movies, but I'm at a point where I'll just wait till it comes on Disney. Like I'm not in a super rush. Like there's nothing new that's catching my eye. Like even when they initially had the Kang thing set to come out, and I watched the third Ant-Man, I think. Yeah, third Ant-Man is the one that did it. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. I was like, this is the setup they're gonna have for the big bad guy. Like it's kind of lame. I mean, it was funny, but it was still like, do we need? This isn't a good lead up to the rest of it.
No. And I remember going to the movie theater to see it, and I was like really disappointed in it. I'm like, okay, I wasted 2.5 hours of my life that I can't get back from seeing this movie, and I wish that I wish that I went on ahead and seen something else. And that's me being disappointed, especially with all the home runs that we had with the MCU. Mm-hmm. I was really hoping for something great, and instead, I winded up with Anchovies as a movie. So,
I mean, aside from like, I didn't mind the Eternals, but aside from like the ratings of everything but the Eternals, I feel like, I mean, Marvel was hitting like home runs until after the Avengers Endgame. Yeah. Until Endgame. Like after Endgame, it was like, well, you kind of got to keep going with that high volume, and they tried to start over, but they didn't. I don't know. I feel like they might not have planned as well as they did the first time.
Right. And I even mentioned this on my show, like when I was doing the news show. And I said, it makes sense for them to bring RDJ into the mix now because of the fact that, number one, he's not making any money off of any movies that he's doing. So everything he's been doing is failing. Marvel's also tanking ever since they killed off RDJ and stuff. So it's like, okay, so what do we do here? So let's bring him back as Dr. Doom. And I was thinking, okay, I would love to see Henry Cavill as Dr. Doom or someone else as Dr. Doom. But the fact that they brought him back, I'm like, okay, it makes, from a business standpoint, it makes sense because of the fact that they're failing right now. They need a home run. And they know if they go on ahead and get RDJ back, that's a home run for them. Mm-hmm. And therefore, people will come back because RDJ is back, but not on the level of a Tony Stark. And I was also, now, what do you guys think of this theory? Because I was thinking, what if this is actually Dr. Doom and there's actually a different Tony Stark in this other universe that's played by somebody else? It's just that Dr. Doom is now RDJ and that's it. There's no Tony Stark that was RDJ in that universe.
I mean, because they're still doing the multiverse thing, you technically say that Doom is from any universe.
Right, exactly.
Like, I'd prefer them just be like, it's in this universe. Like, doing the multiverse thing a little bit is fine, but when you have the multiverse as an excuse for you to literally do anything you fucking want, that kind of gets under my skin. Like, okay, good for you. You can literally pull from any universe and be like, oh, I pulled this Wolverine from this universe. And in this universe, he isn't an alcoholic. And he has regenerative capabilities. Oh, and he murdered the entire universe. Just because this is infinite universes.
Because it's back down to that Spider-Man thing, though, too. It's like, well, what was your girlfriend's name? My girlfriend's name was MJ. Oh, my girlfriend's name was MJ too. Did we just become best friends? Yeah, that's.
Want to do karate in the garage? Yup.
Let's do bunk beds.
Oh God! We have so much more room for activities. So much more room for activities.
I mean, yeah. When you think about the multiverse, and so we've got Deadpool who's traveled the multiverse looking for Wolverine, but come home to his universe since he got that Wolverine. And then at the end of the Marvels, Monica Rambeau, Monica's over in another universe with another set of X-Men.
I haven't even seen the Marvels yet. That's how much I give a shit.
I didn't even see the Marvels either. Like I'm like I could care fucking less. I don't care about this.
I've seen the Marvels. You guys haven't seen the Marvels?
No.
Well, I guess I spoiled it a little bit.
No, it's fine. Whatever. It's whatever.
Same. I'm like, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean,
there you go.
I liked all the cats.
The universe.
What sucks is I sat through 2 episodes of Agatha all the time just to check and see if it was going to be good or not because I was in the mood for like a little bit of Halloween kind of feel to, you know what I mean? Because it's getting towards the end of the month. So I'm like, I want something that makes me feel like Hocus Pocus, but in a Disney World environment to make me have that, have that type of feeling. And then I'm like, this sucks. Then I turned on Tulsa King.
You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
It was good.
I just didn't like it.
Did you like WandaVision at all?
I love WandaVision.
Okay.
I love WandaVision. It's just that I don't know. I just felt flat for me.
It had a little bit of the WandaVision thing going for a little, at the beginning. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was passable. It's not been as bad as some other stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think of one that was really terrible now.
But I ended up watching season 2 of Tulsa King right after that. So after that, I was like, it's all right. And then I ended up watching season 2 of Frasier. So went from violence to go see psychiatrist. So
my tastes go back and forth. I'm like anime, maybe something fun involving a game, and now I'm watching Monsters, the Menendez brothers thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I cut back away, and now I'm probably going to go back to a documentary after I'm done. With I just go back and forth because you can't keep doing documentaries about murder and death and terrible life all in a row, or you'll get super depressed. So you got to do like a little bit, and then pull away, go watch something funny, and then go back.
I watched How to Be a Bank Robber. It's a documentary, by the way, on Netflix. It was actually pretty good. I mean, it's not a series. But,
did you use the lessons you learned in that?
Yeah. Well, nowadays it's harder to be a bank robber. This was back in the 90s, so he had a little bit of an easier time with it. But it was a fascinating documentary. They did a good job with it.
Is it your mic that's messed up?
No,
I don't know, every time only when Bob speaks, I hear static.
Oh, well, that's because of the show. Hold on, let me
That's because he was learning how to get away with robbing someone, so he wanted to make sure that his voice
it's a vocoder.
This is like, hello. Don't mind me. I robbed these banks.
Is it still doing it, or did it change?
It's still doing it for me. I don't know about you guys.
All right, hold on. Everyone's on only on StreamYard. It does this. I have to do a little dippity-doo here.
We should probably find another way to do it because StreamYard works well, but I feel like it's like bottom tier. I don't know for sure. Sorry, StreamYard, if you're listening.
Sorry, StreamYard guys.
I don't know.
If you didn't know, all these are literally recorded for customer satisfaction.
Yeah. Is it any better now? I'm sorry.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jay.
Switch off and switch back on. And it does.
There's actually another place that I heard of that was good. I think it's called Riverside or something.
Riverside. That sounds like a
Riverside.
penitentiary.
Yeah, Riverside Streaming is what it's called. I was looking into other things because Rossi and I renewed our StreamYards for another year. So I was like, well, she's like, because look, there's other things that other stream things are actually giving other streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should look into other software. But I'm like, I don't know. I've been in my little safe space. It's like, I know how everything runs, and then having to relearn all this shit all over again. I'm like,
yeah. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Right.
I've been on all of them, and not all. I have no idea if I've been on. I've been on a lot of them, And StreamYard actually is the best. It just has this weird little thing, and it just seems to be me. There's like a crackle in my mic after a while, and I have to basically switch out my input and switch it back, and then it goes away.
Maybe
But it's
that's
usually after a
thing.
while. So we've been on this for a while. So
Yeah, because I know like when I'm streaming like a game or something, I have to do it in like 20, 30-minute increments because like I don't have dual monitors. So I can't see what I'm recording over here and play the game over here. And so I have it in the background, but then I'll play for an hour and get back and like, oh, the last half hour I was talking, but my video was not working at all. So it's me like for the last half an hour.
Image.
For the last half an hour, it's me frozen.
Right.
But I'm still talking, and I'm like, okay, I
had that happen to me though, but I actually had the mute button on the whole time when I was doing a trailer reaction. I'm like, this sucks. Well, so much for this.
Like
the best trailer reaction I've ever seen.
This is amazing. Look at his face.
He's really excited for it. Just look. You don't know what the shit he's saying, but you know he looks like this is going to be a top 10 of the year. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I talked to when we were going with Gray's Tap Room and we had them on the show. They were talking about that they were using StreamYard for like a 24-hour live stream they were doing, which is absolutely insane for the first bit. But then like they said, like after 2 hours, they kept having to like close it and reopen it, or otherwise it just wouldn't work at all.
Yeah.
And so I think they were using like Google Meet.
And that's what I used to do, was the Google Meet stuff before StreamYards.
Jay, do you remember what was it that Diabolical used? Because they had like it was 4 people on that, not including us, and there was 1 in Japan, like 2 in England, 1 in Ireland, and then us in America. And I mean, it was fine, but it's just like, holy shit, like this a lot
going on.
Yeah, I don't think it was Google. Well, maybe it was Microsoft something. I don't remember. But anyways, that one seemed to work okay. Microsoft something.
Something, yeah.
Microsoft, Google, Amazon, something.
Something. Dark side.
Vote for Palpatine.
Not go.
I can say every time I've been on Riverside, the only weird thing about it is it does a buffer. Everybody's buffered, right? All buffering.
Yeah.
And so when you get done, depending on the person's connection, you have to keep them on, or else you're not gonna get their bit because it's in the buffer. And if they jump off before the end, you lose it.
You know, maybe that's why. Maybe they don't say it's buffering, but maybe that's similar because we had that Florida feeling on one time, and we recorded each of our recordings separately. But apparently StreamYard for free, you can only do that for 2 hours a month. But she left, and then after she left, I had a pop-up window that was like, all right, just wait for everybody to sit around for a bit and wait for their shit to download. I'm like, she's only at 10%.
Yeah.
And she's gone. Can you get her to just pop back in for like 10 minutes real quick?
It's sitting on in the browser's cache somewhere. Yeah, I mean that's and some of the other ones do that too, but that's why. But this so far with the StreamYard, I've never experienced that. So
okay, maybe I'm just being picky, and I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you are being picky with this.
Maybe I am.
Not being so finicky. Jeez.
I'm sorry that I want the best and I expect the best.
I don't want to pay, but I want
Damn
the best. That's everything. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Not the much. El Jefe? Oh, sorry.
Oh, dog's going crazy.
I'll see.
Yeah.
We're in the same boat. My dog doesn't go crazy though. He's the best boy. He just comes in and wants to lay near me.
No, somebody's moving around and waking everybody up.
I cannot find that link wherever it was.
Are you still looking for what they used?
I'm a man on a mission.
All right. Well, once he gets in his mission, that's all she wrote.
That
Oh,
is.
you still
That's what
looking
she
for
said.
the other system service?
Yeah, it was a while back, but I feel like it shouldn't be that far back.
Aren't you just looking through the messages in Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't done a guest spot in a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Well, that's just because we took like a break for like a month, and we were like, okay, we're tired. We've been doing this for 2 straight years. Let's take a break.
What?
let's
Oh,
just sit back and not do it for a while.
Yeah, this is actually the first time that I've actually haven't had a show. So as soon as you guys send out the invite, I'm like, okay, I got to jump on it because you know it's been a minute since I was done any type of guest work or anything like that. Especially I missed networking with you guys from like the last time that we did something. So it's like, yeah, I need to jump on this.
It was Riverside.
It was Riverside that they used? Really?
It was Riverside.
Oh,
there you go.
okay. Well, I mean, that didn't seem to work too bad. I didn't see any like buffering problems or anything like that.
Nope.
Mm.
There was not.
It seems to. Have you guys done anything on Discord? You can do it all on Discord too.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I used to play D&D through Discord.
You can do that as
That was-
well while you're recording.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mhm.
There goes your stream right there, sir. Playing some.
No, I'm not doing. I don't have the time.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
No, it's like I want to do it, but if I'm going to be the DM, that requires time.
Yeah,
To
he's got a dog
prepare.
to take care of. Come on.
Yeah, I got this dog to sit and watch lay down.
No.
And that's going to be the rest of my day, right
Now your
there.
dog has you to sit and watch lie down.
But if I'm not watching him lie down, what is he doing besides laying down and watching me?
How many of you
Watch
have
him.
been connected couple? Because it's getting awkward.
I'm so busy.
You guys holding hands?
He's a symbiote.
That's right. This is my little Rufus symbiote. All he wants to do is, bother me and, just follow me. That's all he does. He doesn't play with toys. I buy him toys and he doesn't want to do anything with them.
Correct.
He
Yes,
just
Right, you
follows
are
me
the
around
toy.
and sits next to me. That's all he wants to do.
Kevin's my pair of thumbs. Without him, I got no thumbs. That's what he's thinking.
That's right. I'm his fully opposable person.
Yeah. If they had dog food in a chew apart can, he wouldn't need you.
I mean, you're not wrong. If he just had a button to push on the wall to make
Yeah.
food appear.
Oh God.
It makes me think my son's cat taught himself how to pee in the toilet.
What?
That's fantastic.
Yeah. The cat pees.
But he doesn't.
in
He
the
only
toilet.
pees. He doesn't poop, or
Yeah, he doesn't poop in the toilet. He just pees.
Okay. There's
in
no
the toilet.
gratification of pooping in the toilet.
Right.
No poo you
But
for.
like,
Yeah.
well, it was funny because no one believed them because they were like, "Who's peeing in the toilet, not flushing?" This is fucking gross. What the hell's wrong? And then they like popped in there one morning, and the cat's just on the side of the bowl, like, "Don't mind me." And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's a weird.
Where's my phone?
Gave me that TP over there.
Yeah, that's all you need. Scratching on the toilet bowl.
But I mean, like, I heard that you could teach cats to do that.
Yeah. There used to be a product they sold where it had like a foreign plastic thing that you'd put in your toilet, put the litter in it, right? So you couldn't use the toilet unless you took it off. And then the cat would go in there, and then after a while you take away the litter and they just go into the bowl.
Yeah, that's what I heard that you do, like cut a hole in the middle and then just gradually make it bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sort of deal. I totally would do that if I had a cat. Mm-hmm. I'd teach Rufus to do it if he wasn't so damn old.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He's literally the same age as my youngest daughter. He's 8.
Oh, great.
And
Jesus.
yeah.
In dog years or just 8?
No, in people years he's 8. In dog years, that means he's like 56.
Yeah, there you go.
Or no, that's 60.
Times 7. Yeah. Well, it's
They're
not.
right.
It's on a
64.
curve, right? It's not 7 every
7.
year, but it's a curve.
Oh well, I
No.
don't know the dog curve.
I don't know the dog curve either.
Oh God, there's no way to
I
calculate
wish I
age.
knew the dog curve.
Oh God.
I'm sure
not
someone
learning.
could Google a calculator for the dog curve.
John, you seem to be handy with a computer.
I'm good right now. Thank you for
Yeah, because we know how long
volunteering me.
it took Jay to find that information. So
No,
You're not-
no. I can't do Common Core math. Why would I learn about the dog curve now? Numbers are not my friends.
Why
That's
isn't
that's
that
the
done in
advanced
algebra?
math.
Yeah, screw that. Screw that. And
Why
algebra.
isn't that done in algebra? Like
Look, I got no.
your dog has been alive for 94 months. How long is that in dog years? Please use the dog curve and show your work.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes me want to drink more. 1-2 beers ain't enough for doing that kind of math. Head hurty already.
Oh, it's so nice for the head hurty though.
No. Need liquor for that math.
Well, we've been doing this for almost a straight freaking hour, gentlemen.
Yeah.
According to the clock, 56. So
According to La Claque,
yeah.
that's how they say it in Spanish.
It's StreamYard clock.
Well, I guess before we're done, Bob, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
Oh no,
After.
not me. No.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
They'll have John go.
John, tell us where they can find you since Bob doesn't get a turn now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I defer
You
my
don't get it.
turn to John.
Well, I also, you know what? I wanted to go back and say this. Bob, you go on ahead and have your turn.
Oh, see, they're so nice, you guys.
Darn it.
This is like Uno. We just go in and skip
Oh.
and keep on
Oh
playing
God,
the game
where
of
my
Uno
card?
here.
Oh, you did it reverse.
Reverse.
Kevin,
But,
where can people find you?
They can find me at kjandapodcast@gmail.com. And all the things at kjandapodcast@gmail.com. And they can also text me at 858-848-KJNA.
5562.
Yeah, 5562. Yeah. All the things. So I'm done. So Bob.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can find everything at staticradio.com, at Static Radio on the socials, and we have a phone number, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not classy like yours, which makes a word.
I mean, I think it's actually a California number. It
Oh,
rolled
really?
off the tongue the easiest of anything when I was looking through Google Voice for the number.
I got a St. Louis number. I'm in St. Louis. I got a St. Louis number.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pick my city. It's literally across the country. So they'll
now
never
now
find
I
me
feel like I got to
now.
go look for it. Ready? 314-827-6399. That's 314-827-6399. Call now.
Call now.
Operators are standing by.
Yay! Full infomercial. Love it.
Yeah. All right, John, your turn.
Okay. So you guys can find me at movieloversnight@gmail.com. And you can also find me on YouTube underneath the same name, of course, on X at Movie Lovers Unit, and then TikTok as well at Movie Lovers Unit 0. So you can find me there. But we just got done dropping our we actually ended up dropping our Penguin review over the weekend, and then we also ended up dropping our 40-year-old version review this morning. So we have that. Rossi is going to be, matter of fact, actually, I'm a producer and director for Rossi's Clubhouse as well, my co-host. And she actually has former Playmate, Playboy, turned DJ coming onto her show as well for October. So so we have a lot of things going on as far as Movie Lovers Unite goes with Rossi and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I might actually be having Richard Elfman, Danny Elfman's brother, coming in for an interview along with Anastasia Elfman as well. So that's some of the stuff that's going on over at Movie Lovers Tonight for Halloween. And also, too, if you guys want to go on ahead and come as well, we would like to actually have you. I actually have a long list of ideas that I'm working on for some horror movie reviews. So yeah,
I'm down.
Right. Thanks.
Oh,
Well,
we are.
I don't
we
want to,
did
usurp the Danny Elfman's brother, but I'm going to be on to talk about Fright Night in a week or so. Did
Yep.
you know that?
Yep. Bob's gonna.
I'm going to talk about Fright Night. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Which will be nothing compared to an Elfman, but that's okay.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank
we
you,
actually,
Jay. You didn't have to shake your head that violently.
That's gonna be a fun one, I think, for you and I to do that, Bob. Like, I'm a huge Fright Night fan, especially of the original. So it's gonna be interesting on how we break that down.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm
Well,
looking forward. Yeah,
Me too. I've been looking forward
it's
to
in
it.
my queue. I'm going to watch it again next week. So I've already seen it a couple times, but
Yeah, we did join. Jay and I were talking about this, and I finally signed up yesterday. Is actually we joined Gamer Core, which is a like a veteran gamers. Like they do a lot of charity work for like suicide prevention and basically just helping out veterans as much as possible. And like I think they signed up for a few psychiatric facilities to make gamer rooms that I discussed with them today. I don't think I told you about that, Jay, but
No,
but apparently, so one of us, me or both of us, will be doing some live streams for like 2 hours once a month for the veterans for Gamer Core, which is going to be pretty fun.
that's cool.
That is really cool. I'm happy that you guys are doing something like that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, neither of us really are veterans, but we're like, hey, a chance for a good cause. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
got a bunch of vets in my family, so.
I mean, I have vets in my family too. I'm just saying I are not one.
I get
That's
mistaken for one. I'm not sure if it's the beard or my demeanor. I mean,
How
could
come
be
my
the
kids
way
call
I-
me Santa Claus, but they don't call you Santa Claus?
because I walk like I'm going to start shit.
Okay, that's fair. You got to buff out your chest and you hold
Don't
your
even-
arms
I
out.
don't even do that. I haven't had any whiskey. I haven't had any whiskey in a while, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Once Jay's got like a good solid like 6 or 7 drinks in him, bodyguard mode.
Oh, wow.
I can't help it.
Yeah, we go out and he stands behind me like this, waiting for people to start shit.
Because sitting down becomes too meh.
He
Standing
becomes
up-
Friend Protector 3000.
Also facts. The entire team is protected. You will stay away. Don't tell me.
So is there anything else you guys want to say before we cut this out? Because it's been like an hour and we've been keeping you guys long enough.
No, this is fun. Thanks for having me. First of all, yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I know it
You're
was kind of
welcome.
short notice, but we were like, "Meh, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. You know.
It was either this or listen to country music. So
You got the wrong radio station.
You should have done the shuffle.
Should have did Shuffle FM. Shuffled radio. Doesn't matter what we play next.
that's right.
Never
Right.
hear the same song 3 days in a row.
But seriously, Bob, it was nice meeting you. I can't wait, like I said, for us to do the collab. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, it'd be fun. I love to talk about movies. No, we didn't even talk about the Fantastic Four, which was on the.
Yeah, that was
Pocket.
initially what we were doing, but you know what?
Okay, that's okay. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, it's what we do. We just
It would have been
bullshit.
cool though.
What?
He's just saying,
Next time.
like Matthew McConaughey said, well, it would have been cool if you did. But
You know what? We still have time before either of those films even makes it to the cutting room
Yep.
floor.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
We still have
Plenty
time.
of time. Plenty of time.
You could just do like a whole. These are all the terrible Fantastic Four movies. Let's talk about.
I was going to
Fantastic
say, have you
Four.
seen the Corman one? That was going to be my question.
I have
Yeah,
not
see-
seen that one.
There is a
but
Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
I've seen the stills and I've
Mhm.
seen like very small snippets, but I have not seen the whole thing. It looks horrible. and I
It's a
love it.
jewel. It's a gem.
It's a bad jewel.
You,
It's like a
you
Oh,
should
yeah.
watch. You should watch that, and you will change your tune about Venom. I will tell you right now.
Any early Marvel, you could watch Doctor Strange.
Oh, a
Except for
TV show.
the Incredible Hulk was not terrible.
I'm
No.
gonna cut this out before Blueberry stops me from recording things.
Okay.
We're gonna keep
Okay.
talking, so fuck everybody listening. Bye.
Come back for Fantastic Four later.